Belgium is among the fastest-growing Eurozone economies. Where economic giants are falling, this tiny country is stepping up to save the EU. In recent years, business and corporate entities in Belgium have almost doubled, and with its citizens' adaptability to digitization, it's slowly becoming the next hub of the Fintech industry. The country is world famous for its finance and banking sectors, so it's no surprise that many unicorns are being born there. And with the positive business environment in Belgium, it's only a matter of time before this tiny region might just become the leader of the continent. But the question is, how is Belgium doing all that? Stay tuned to the very end to find out. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos like this. Now, Belgium has been an important country in the global economy for a long time. During the Middle Ages, cities like Bruges, Ghent, and Antwerp served as important trading centers, making Belgium a bustling commercial center. The wool and textile industries, among others, were vital to the economic growth of the Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries. That's also when a transition to an industrial economy started in the country. Belgium's strategic position in Europe and its excellent transportation network make it a prime site for industrial and manufacturing enterprises. During the 12th century, the country's economy benefited heavily from the coal mining and steel sectors. Manufacturing, especially the production of chemicals, medicines, and automobiles, also played a significant role in Belgium's sustained economic growth as it industrialized. Not only that, the service sectors, which include banking and public sector work, grew substantially following World War II. But what really makes Belgium such an important global player is the fact that it was a founding member of the EEC, now known as the EU. As a result, the country has enjoyed enhanced trade and economic integration with its other EU members and has reaped the benefits of this alliance. Today, the economy of Belgium is among the fastest growing in the Eurozone, and it comes with many benefits for this tiny nation, one of them being its young enterprises. For the first time, the country, located in the heart of an arc of EU wealth stretching from southern Sweden to Paris to northern Italy, is among the 10 most represented nations in the FT's ranking of Europe's fastest-growing corporations. Belgium has 15 enterprises on the FT 1000 list, which, when combined with the Netherlands' 29, highlights the importance of Benelux countries in fintech, smart logistics, and sophisticated manufacturing. The economists of the Belgian bank KBC also highlight the nation's robust economy. The real GDP growth in the last quarter of 2023 was 0.4% quarter-on-quarter, which was twice its projection. The experts noted last month that the Belgian economy continues to be resilient, and this pleasant surprise is only more proof of that. Furthermore, the annual GDP growth rate of 1.5% was 3 times higher than the Eurozone average. In addition, the KBC economists said that, remarkably, Belgium has avoided posting a negative quarterly growth rate since the start of 2022. And at the end of 2023, economic activity in Belgium was 5.5% higher than pre-pandemic levels, while the euro area as a whole was just 3% higher. The Dutch-speaking area of Flanders has been the primary motivator. It is home to prestigious educational institutions, pleasant urban areas like Ghent and Leuven, a big English-speaking population, and an open economy serviced by Antwerp-Bruges, the second-largest port in Europe. There is less of a history of heavy industry in Flanders than in the southern, French-speaking region of Wallonia. It boasts a prominent position in agricultural research and is home to enterprises in high-margin industries. Because Belgium is a federal state, the province of Flanders also has its own government, which allocates roughly 50% of the state's budget. The state is home to about 60% of the country's 11.7 million inhabitants, with an additional 11% residing in Brussels, a region technically located in Flanders but officially recognized as its own. A specialized resilience plan is in place to help the Flemish economy stay competitive. This plan includes administrative and financial support for new businesses. Funds, export guidance, and introductions to possible investors and clients are all offered by organizations like Flanders Investment and Trade, a promotion agency. Desna Lispenoy, spokesperson for FIT, said that they encourage building large ecosystems for their companies, especially in research and development, and a minimum of 3.2% of our GDP goes towards it. As far as European research and development goes, Flanders is unrivaled. When compared to other leading countries like Denmark and the Netherlands, it outperforms the average of the European Union, which is 2.1%. Not only that, based on the data from the 2023 SME report, the number of active small and medium-sized firms in Belgium reached over 1.31 million by the end of 2022, representing a 26.6% increase over the past decade. Members of the Brussels, Wallonia and Flanders Self-Employed Entrepreneur Associations, UCM and Unizo respectively, as well as the market and data analysis business Graden, published the annual report. Flanders has the highest 10-year growth rate among the regions, at 21.6%, with Wallonia coming in second at 12.9% and Brussels third at 15.1%. Similarly, in 2022, 54.4% of Belgium's total, 710,831 SMEs, were located in Flanders. There was 2.6% growth, or 17,952 new SMEs, in this area as compared to 2021. There were 322,844 SMEs in Wallonia, making up about 24.7% of the total. There was a gain of 5,722, or 1.8% of the total, last year. With 135,827 establishments, Brussels is home to 10.4% of all SMEs. This area was the only one to have yearly growth rates lower than the national average, 1.5%, from 2013 to 2022, with a rise of 839 or 0.6% last year. A further 10.6% of Belgium's registered SMEs, or 1 out of 10, don't have a physical address, indicating that the country isn't behind in the digital business culture. Plus, the percentage has rapidly increased each year and surpassed the number of SMEs registered in Brussels in 2022. That's largely thanks to the business environment the country provides. The banking, insurance and transportation sectors are the backbone of Belgium's advanced and varied economy. The country's high-tech industries, especially those dealing with biotechnology, pharmaceuticals and aerospace, have brought it international recognition. Not to mention, there is relative economic and political stability in Belgium, which is why the country is a member of the EU and investors from around the world flock to the country because of its business-friendly tax policy. Companies looking to expand their global reach will find Belgium to be an ideal location, as it is home to many international organizations. Plus, Belgians place a high value on fostering relationships and trust in business. Moreover, businesses in Belgium are structured hierarchically, with decision-making authority concentrated at the very top. On the other hand, Belgians place a premium on collaboration and teamwork, and these kinds of practices have massively helped the business landscape of the country. Desna Lespinoy said that the media and entertainment industry, the automotive industry, and the life sciences are the fastest-growing sectors. For instance, Maxflow, a Belgian company in this year's FT1000, owns Crazy Games, a developer of browser-based games that over 20 million people use every month. It earns money from ads and collaborates with independent designers. Fintech industry is also booming in Belgium, despite the industry taking a global hit. While global investment in fintech fell by 30% in 2022, it soared in Belgium, even doubling that year. The importance of fintech investment in Belgium skyrocketed in 2022, with the number of rounds more than tripling from $96 million in 2021 to $214 million in 2022. Keyrock, Vendly, and Settlement, three major players in Web3 and blockchain infrastructure and technology, attracted notable international institutions and business investors and together raised nearly half of the total country-level funding amount. These three players were largely responsible for this remarkable performance, even though other companies also expanded. The fact that Belgian fintechs are among the best in the world in this new field is proof that people are still interested in digital assets. Looking at the other fintechs that raised over €10 million last year, like Accountable, Credix, Oppa, and Moneytrans, we can see that the investor base is getting even more global. And we can see this even with the smaller rounds. The rising profile of Belgian fintech on the global stage is encouraging, with companies like POM of Antwerp at the forefront. Launched in 2014, POM's invoicing app facilitates mobile bill settlement for both businesses and consumers. Its revenue reached €2.27 million in 2022, and its compound annual growth rate was 87% from 2019 to 22. Despite the tight regulations that the central bank claimed POM was breaking in 2018, the company has been doing really well. According to marketing director Anthony de Bruyn, it has even won contracts with the Flemish government, the city of Antwerp, and with local angel investors. POM was even able to expand its operations to Germany and the Netherlands. But that's not what makes this company so special, it's POM's ability to adapt. Without the proper banking license, it has been processing funds through its own account for milliseconds before sending them to recipients. To get approval, POM quickly adjusted its systems. According to De Bruyn, the company's main challenges lie in securing the necessary personnel and funding to expand, but the future of POM looks bright. However, even with all that, Belgium still has a lot of unexplored potential. Unfortunately, Belgium is still not a global leader in fintech. The country doesn't even have a pure fintech unicorn yet, in contrast to its neighboring countries, from which numerous fintech unicorns have emerged. For example, Konto, Allen, or Spendesk in France, and Molly, Aiden, and Bunk in the Netherlands. Unicorns are a great way to spark innovation in the financial technology industry by providing a pool of capital, talent, and ideas. While Belgium has some fintech unicorns, like Udo, a platform for business apps with strong financial integrations, or Calibra for data governance, there isn't any pure fintech player in the country. Several prominent players, including Swift, Euroclear, Bank of New York Mellon, and MasterCard, have their international or European headquarters in Belgium due to the country's lengthy and successful history of banking and insurance. Not only that, but many innovative financial services have originated in Belgium. For example, Proton, a digital wallet integrated into bank cards, PayContig, a QR-based payment system, and Isabel, a multi-bank system that allows companies to access their accounts from multiple banks in one platform, were all introduced years before their counterparts in other countries. Clear2Pay, Unified Post, and Isabel Group are only a few examples of avant-garde fintech companies with Belgian roots. So it's easy to see the future potential that lies in Belgium. But what do you think? Is Belgium really becoming the business hub of Europe, or is it just hype? Let us know in the comments below.